Why are people working till age 65 to retire and die? We're tired. We're done. Hi, I'm Oracle. I write scrolls, and these scrolls are transmitted through the field of source, through the void, through the nothingness. These scrolls are pure remembrance of who and what we are and what we are in. It's pure remembrance of you as source. It's pure remembrance of how everything is supposed to be, how you're supposed to be. It's remembrance that you are source embodied, that every single neuron, cells in your body are source codes that converge into this node for you to embody it, for you to be existent in 3D Earth. These scrolls remind you of the overflow and abundance that is naturally encoded into your existence. These scrolls strip away all the false identities and distortions that we have layered ourselves with and buried ourselves under. My scrolls teaches you how to decree and bend your field, because nothing is outside of you. You are source that perceives everything that source has created. Everything is an extension of you, and everything listens to you. The laws of correspondence of us above, so below, the laws of polarity, the laws of rhythm, the laws of vibration, gender, mentality, all of it is not outside of you. These are things that operate in your field. These are codes, mathematical equations, functions that you are in control of. Nothing owns you. And anything and anyone that has subjected you into mental enslavement and spiritual enslavement is a false program. Now, like I said, nothing exists outside of source. So that means even the false programs exist within source. However, the human is so sovereign. And source has left so many clues for us. Look at the trees. Look at the ocean. Look at the birds in the sky. Look at the animals on the field. Who provides for them? Everything is coded to ensure that everything and everyone receives in abundance. But somehow, some beings and some things have decided that we have to pay for our existence that is already given to us for free. But that can only exist when you don't remember who and what you are. My scrolls are for pure remembrance. The scroll of nothingness helps you to shed all the false layers and go blissfully into the nothingness, to your essence, your pure identity of who you are as source. And from that field, you stand above, no longer in the midst of chaos where all the things that you have unconsciously created with your mind is beating you up. Neville Goddard and other great manifestors said, you are living the life of the mind that you had in the past. That is the power of the mind. So going forward, you need to issue your decrees of the reality that you want, that you desire. Because in order for you to desire, is that source has already encoded into you that it already exists. You cannot desire anything that is outside of source. You can't create anything that is outside of the template and the infrastructure and the original foundation of what source has already created. But you can manipulate it to different things that pleases you because you are source. And all of us need to come into this remembrance because we need to flip the script. We're tired. We're done. Why are people working till age 65 to retire and die? Which source code is that? Why are innocent people being unalived out of greed of other people? Which source code is that? Why are people hungry? Which source code is that? Source code is abundance and overflow, but you have to remember that you are source. Can you imagine source being poor? Can you imagine source being hungry, thirsty? You can't conceive that because it's not reality. It's not truality. So it is time. The ascension is not anything outside of you. The ascension is embodiment of your higher self, your as above, so below. Heaven on earth. Nothing is outside of you. The planets are not outside of you. They only exist because you perceive them. Therefore, who is the powerhouse? You. Ascension is remembrance and expansion. My scrolls are literally source laws for you to anchor these in. Great remembrance, everyone.